can't help it.
Did they get on the other side? Oh my God.
I don't think they can hear it on the other side. So on the other side, they don't hear none of this. Like they don't hear none of this.
Should be Gucci.
Nah, yeah. So this would be like the intro music, whatever. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to H House Studio. I.A.M.E. Live. We're here in the building. Give ourselves a round of applause for that. Yeah. All right, definitely. We in here doing a thing. So without further ado, you guys can't see me, which is fine. I'm Mr. H. We're here at H House. Everyone in this building are creators. They create in some capacity, in some form. So I'm going to go across the room. I want you guys to introduce yourselves, say what you do. And if you look at the side of the screen for everyone who's here live, if you look at the screen while they're introducing yourselves, you can also see where you can find them on Instagram. So everyone here, you can link them on the gram. Instagram has I.A.M.E.programming. It's going around the bottom of the screen. If you see that, you know what I'm saying? Oh, this is all professional and stuff. This is pretty cool. All right. So without, anything, let's start off with our DJ in the house. You know what I'm saying? The one who's going to be playing the tunes for all year. All year. Let's start over there. So you want to get a nice visual of Mr. DJ Suave. Go ahead, introduce yourself.
Hello, it's DJ Suave. You already know the vibes of Just One Events.
Okay. All right. And next to him, who we got?
Mr. Handsome, Ice Handsome. Take a good look at it. Good look. Remember who you saw first? You did. Entrepreneurity at its fullest perpetuity. You did. Rapper, actor / Macca and all that other disaster. You did.
I hear that. He got the rhyming tongue. He just can't help himself.
JG Quinones, just here presenting myself to sing song, praise, worship to the Lord, with vocals, just learning the beginning and honest of this thing right here on this podcast.
All right, that's what I'm talking about.
I feel the spirit.
It's the big CB. Hey, he got my name on business. How you feel?
Oh, no. Oh, no, my bad, bro. My bad. There we go.
It's not like CB. She already know it's to me. WAPY. Y'all be know on the side. I stay on the side. Rapper, manager, all that shit. I do jack all trades. You're the boss.
Oh man, that was funny. But at least now, anybody who's watching knows that we are live. So any bloopers, mishaps, or anything you see has really happened. So you just got to deal with it. That's life.
Shout out to BG, man.
Yeah, shout out to BG. He's not here right now. But you know what I'm saying? He's been on the show before. That's why his name is there. We're doing all this through StreamYard. It's powered by them. It's a great free app if you ever want to do any live stream. Now I did my plugins and that check. What we're going to do here, though, this is a resource show. So what that means is this is a resource for us to discuss what it's like being an artist, an up-and-coming artist in today's industries. Maybe some of the things you can do as an artist to help your career moving forward. If there's questions, comments, and concerns, you can definitely comment to us and let us know what's really hood, you know what I'm saying? And we can always post your comments. So yeah, that's how it's going down. Like, to keep it a stack with you, that's just how it's going down in here. So you guys be prepared for all this. You know what I'm saying? All right. So without further ado, the first thing I want to ask everyone is, what are some of the trials and tribulations you feel like you go through being an up-and-coming artist in today's industry? And Suave, I want you to answer last because you're up-and-coming DJ. So your answer will be different. So we're going to start with Mr. Wavy, and we're just going to pass the mic around.
My bad. I was lucky doing something with you. But some of the hardships of an up-and-coming artist, for first, I think one of the biggest ones is getting paid. Like, when you don't got a real fan base, you don't really got a name, but you got a lot of kids nowadays that sit down and say they want to do some bread, bro. And I'm not gonna lie, I think I heard of like Ice Cube, somebody say it first. It's like, yo, bro, you gotta be comfortable being in this game and going at least like 5, however long years before you even really touch a real deal bag and shit. like even up till now, bro, like I think like the most I could sit down and confidently say out for music, I might go put that out there. I watch and focus too much for me. Either way. But like you don't really make too much when you first starting out. Like you get a lot of opportunities, facts. You get to a lot of network, with a lot of people, meet new faces and stuff like that. But in terms of making bread, I feel like that's the hardest thing to come across in terms of being a new up and coming artist, is understanding where your worth is throughout all of this. Because there is work, you just gotta figure it out.
That boy.
All right, all right.
Yeah.
What about you, brother David?
Oh, so it's like this with me. I think like basically me coming out, it's hard for the direction. So you know that you start singing, you start I guess you may be rapping, but the direction in the industry is how you want to present yourself. So I believe that even though you have the gift that God has given you, that doesn't necessarily mean you're going to use the gift to glorify God. So
Amen.
this the direction in the gift that God gives me. I want to be able to glorify Him with. That's it. The money and the provisions, I believe that's going to come. It's like my mind is not on it. My mind is not on the money and the provisions. That's going to come. The work that God has set for me to do, that's going to bring Him the glory.
Okay. See, and I'm gonna be honest with y'all. To be honest with you, before you start Ice, I'd like to say that's another reason why I'm happy we have Brother David here today, because Brother David does pastoring, and so at the end of the day, we get to hear certain things. Also, we brought the spirits in the house. You know what I'm saying, from a biblical standpoint, because this game that you guys are attempting, it got a lot of wicked spirits in it, and it's a lot of stuff that goes on that's beneath the surface. That on different episodes we're going to touch on these things, because I feel like people need to know every aspect of what they want to get into. Especially I got a lot of these young cats coming here, and everybody want to do music, everybody want to do this, and they don't understand the trials and tribulations of getting in this game and some of the things you got to deal with. So as we move on to Brother Ice now, what's some of the trials and tribulations you would say going through being a new artist trying to get inside the music industry?
That's lit. I got a song about it. I wrote a song about it. Like they hear it, I ain't gonna say it now, but y'all can get it a little later. But from it's more basis to me, more the keeping your atmosphere and your circumference. You know what I mean? Like the brother said, with more positive spirits. Because I'm gonna take it from the aspect when I first started rapping. Def Jam offered a contract and they told me basis what we was going to do. So I had a good premonition accuracy, see, and just take it from there, from like what they would base it off of, and the things that's gonna bring attention. But the same token, like when you up and coming, you gotta be careful because people will latch on to you, know what I mean? And you could have the uplifting spirits and get it all brought down by your circumference. So you gotta be cautious and aware of your surroundings to the utmost. I mean, because it could be some life changing and altercations that really like be dramatic, where you could end up losing your life. Rest in peace to all our fallen soldiers that end up transforming to our rising angels, flying angels. Facts.
With that being said, I want to furthermore dig into that a little. What's something you feel like happens? Like, give an example of something that would happen in the industry that people should look out for.
For instance, like the brother was just saying about the pocket watches. So while you looking all glitz and glamour and everything, there's some people that's out here hungry. And when they looking at you, you just looking like a full course meal, you know what I mean?
That's the wolves.
Ready to get you. So you gotta be aware, you know what I mean? Like, for instance, there's a rapper just ended up getting filet mignon out there in Canada and all that, you know what I mean?
Oh, my bad, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man, my bad,
Yeah,
y'all. I
movies are
was
crazy.
I was trying to watch the video while it was happening. My
That
bad.
was crazy. That was real crazy.
See, I told y'all gonna watch some bloopers today. This is gonna be interesting.
And I'm gonna be honest, like, cause I was actually locked up with a few artists, and
Okay.
the experience, like, oh man, it gets crazy. Like, with G Dep, Casanova, and actually Free Casanova till we see Casanova.
Bro.
Okay, definitely.
But when you hear G Dep saying his whole circumstances of how Diddy is actually like how it was going down, and he like, man, only got like 200 on the joint or whatever and things of that nature. But when like he came in the house,
Hmm.
it was just wolves looking at him like time to eat. And mind you, I just had got a Def Jam contract offer. I mean, a Def Jam offer when I first started. So I'm like, oh nah, this could be me. Y'all wow. They like, nah, I shoot different. Yes, I am different. And that fast, like everybody, like we just had to embrace it. Like y'all wow, y'all ain't doing nothing to them. Hey, yo, you just stay yourself. Be cautious of your surrounding. Be and G Dep a real one for me, man. Like, cause he kept his word with me and everything. Didn't break his promise when we came home. Cause he kept like, yo, man, I want to repay you. Nah, it ain't like that. I'm like, yo, I'm good, man. You see my buckets up and all that. But you gotta be cautious, like, cause he wanna pay me, he wanna repay me. I'm like, nah, you good. I ain't do that for no repayment. I could have been in that same boat. Nah, I mean, that could have been me. Actually, I felt like that's why I had to. Nah, I mean, it wasn't even for the money or anything. And he told me, like, well, what could I do? I just want to show my appreciation. I'm like, tell Diddy get out the mirror. I want to talk to him. I was playing though, but I was like, now on the real, introduced me to Black Rob. And he actually kept his word. Rest in peace, Black Rob. Respect. You know what I mean? Salute. Fallen soldiers end up transforming to our rising flying angels, B.
Amen. All right. So we're gonna move on now to Mr. Suave.
Yeah,
DJ just Suave. So DJ Suave, for you it's gonna be a little different. Like, what do you feel like is some of the trials and tribulations of getting into music from a DJ standpoint? Like what it's like being a DJ. Hi everybody. See now y'all see what I look like? That's all you see. All right, back to the thing.
Oh man. So I really got exposed.
Yeah.
All right. So first of all, in the DJ industry, it's kind of a little bit different. Egos go a long ass way. I'm not even gonna lie. When I first started DJing, I felt like a lot of DJs like belittled me because I was like the new person or like whatever the case may be. For example, like not giving pay.
That part.
Everything.
That part. Fire for that. Fire for that. They deserve this.
Yeah, no disrespect in any way. At this point, it's like it is what it is. But I learned from that. I felt like that was more of like a learning experience than like me kind of getting like punished for being a new DJ. That was like more of like a learning experience. Like I know who to work with, who not to work with, and like kind of like who's really on my side and who's not.
Down.
Because at the end of the day, I did say for some of my events, it wasn't really about the money, it's about playing for the people. For example, I play mostly Caribbean music. That's mostly for the people. And that will always be the case. That'll always be the case. I'm not
Nice. So do you think like some of these DJs feel like you need to pay your dues? Because you gotta pay dues in this business. You know, you don't just walk in a celebrity overnight. Even artists I feel that are born under DJs, like, you know, I grew up around my family. They were a lot of DJs. We had LA Sounds. Shout out DJ Dice, you know what I'm saying? It's just other people that's been working around and I've been around their sound system and got to work with them. So I feel like paying your dues is something that's a must. And I think one of the things I never want you to get misconstrued. Sometimes a DJ who they're bringing in someone new and they see that that person hasn't paid their dues. They just want you to see the ups and the downs to this, and not to see that this is just a walk in the park. Nothing you do in life is just a walk in the park. But if you love what you do, it's the process that becomes wavy.
Yeah.
No pun intended.
That's how true it is. folks.
You know what I'm saying? So at the end of
When
the
it
day,
comes to not getting paid, I'm not talking about like, oh, my first time.
right,
I don't care about the first time. Like, you didn't have to pay me. I
right.
don't care about that. I'm talking about like when I go repeatedly to the same exact place.
Oh, and they not even offering you no
They're not
bread.
even
Oh,
offering
the
me no
disrespect
bread
is
or
real. The disrespect is real. Yeah, they crazy. Disrespect.
Hold on, that's why I gotta
Right,
say something.
y'all get
about
another
this
one.
behalf,
Like,
because me
something.
dogs for me. I said rapper, marketer, manager for me for my company as well. I've watched you grow a long way, my brother, for so I gotta give you your flowers and shit. But this is also a message to all those people that I was hitting up saying I got the next up and coming best Caribbean DJ artist out here. And y'all sat there in them DMs, y'all read those messages, y'all laughed in my face, y'all told me, oh, this, and the third. Look now.
that's life.
But
That's life. That's what's
oh,
up. They got
Just
you
like that. It get like that.
Not looking back. It's only going higher from here. Word to bro. Like, feel me? Shout out to my dogs, DJ Suave. Drop.
Also, I like to shout out one of my favorite DJs, DJ Vigo,
Drop.
because he definitely gave me that opportunity. I'm not even going
On
to
the
lie.
dead homies, talk to him.
I remember when he didn't even know I was a DJ, and he still gave me a helping hand. He let me come to his house. He gave me music. You know, I'll forever thank him for that.
Shout out my son Momo for giving me your first show.
Also, shout out to Momo. He definitely gave me my first show. Remember, we were there for 3 hours.
Y'all had to look a shop for everybody y'all mentioned. You know what I'm saying? They're not here with us right at this moment, but you know what I mean? Anybody that helped anybody on a path to doing something better with themselves, I give props to. Like, that's just how I look at it. You know what I'm saying? God put some people in your life for a reason or a season, and some of them are here for a reason to help you get to your next level. And then some people are just here for a season, just so you can see that seasons change. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you know what I mean? I ain't gonna lie to y'all. Like, y'all gonna get some reaching, preaching, and teaching on this show. So we're gonna keep it going. But it's gonna also be one of the few shows, just a heads up, we're gonna be here every other Wednesday. So we're here this Wednesday, which means do not look for us next Wednesday. Look for us the following Wednesday. We're gonna be every other Wednesday.
We'll be back.
We will be back. We're gonna always have new guests, live people. I'm hoping to keep DJ Suave as our permanent DJ, but as he grows and blossoms, if he needs to step out and branch out, you know what I mean? I'm here to make sure everybody, when your wings get big enough to fly, you fly. And that's just what it is.
To let him know we do not switch up on where we started, my brother.
Yeah,
Not switch from where we started, my brother. Momo need a DJ, he got one right now. Ain't that right? Like, come on now.
All right.
Not switch from where
Get
we started.
ready. Oh man, that's our slogan.
Yeah.
Oh man, so we definitely doing that in this building. So we
Right.
definitely here. So moving forward into something different, because you know the two subjects I wanted to deal with today, especially, was like some of the rough things that you could deal with, but also this is a resource show. So now, what do you guys think is the best way, coming from everyone's opinion? Like, everyone has their own opinion, so this should be good. But what is some of the things you use social media for to promote your music and things of that nature? Let's take it to like how we're gonna deal with social media and promoting music, podcasts, or whatever you're doing. How do you think is the best way to go about promoting? Don't you all answer at once?
Yeah, that's a good one. That's a good one. Like, see, strategical methods be definitely necessary. So you gotta just keep consistency, and like that is like to me the primary key factor of the wave. Now I mean the consistency, and not the backtrack, but it definitely like because you know the bitter and sweet and the trials and tribulations gonna come to the territory. So always remember that your purpose is deeper than your struggles. In the words of Frederick Douglass, you understand what I'm saying? So no matter what you're going through, just nah, I mean it's gonna be light at the end of the tunnel if you keep on going. Nah, I mean so the consistency, you don't keep that energy, like I said from the gate, around. And see, and I come from the era where there wasn't no social media. It was just word of mouth, you know what I mean? And street movement, you know what I mean? So there's just a transition and the transgression, you know what I mean? With the social media is a whole wavy and a different experience, you know what I mean? You hear me wavy, you know what I mean? It's something different.
Yeah, look at you trying to use the funds.
You know what I mean? You know, that's how it really was.
But nah, you definitely right on that though. For a fact. I feel like to piggyback off of what you said, like it definitely does like matter in terms of purpose, like because your purpose is your audience at the end of the day. If you really sit down and think about it, like let's say you a funny individual, you make funny content, you make funny rap for all that. For me, like you being funny is your purpose for being on social media every day. It's not just about your music. Like even me, like I make a lot of different songs for a lot of different people, but like everybody knows, like when I first started this, it was a lot of heartbreak music, a lot of sad songs, a lot of da 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 da's. So I'm gonna go on social media. You're gonna see me happy here and there, but you're gonna see a heartbreak kid, like I'm showing up something. Feel me? Like word.
Okay.
But that's just how it goes, because you have to be able to know who your audience is, know who you're reaching out to, and know what they want to see. Because it don't make sense to me to be somebody that's going on social media portraying heartbreak, but I'm saying, yeah, we get bitches that it kind of don't add up. You feel me? You gotta stand on your side and pick a lane.
Okay, so with that being said, like another thing that I wanna take from there and trying to expand it a little bit is you said knowing your audience. So how would someone know their audience?
Well, see that part. It's a lot of trial and error. Like me, I've always had the mindset of I take 1,000 losses for one win any day of the week. So it's like a person like me, I done sat down, I done tried a lot of different methods on socials just to sit down and figure out what it is that people want to see me do on social media. Whether that's me dancing, whether that's just me with lyric videos, whether that's just me with music videos, whether that's just me with content videos and me being funny or me doing skits or whatever the case may be, and you just go from there. You figure out what it is people want to see you do, and then why do they want to see you do it? It's like it's damn near like English class when you was a little kid. The who, what, where, when, why, and how. Feel me? So if you figure that out, bro, I ain't gonna lie, like you could literally figure out your whole social media platform in a day, getting it. Because it's like after that, once you got that, you got the blueprint. Like you know what you're looking for, you know what other people are looking for from you, and you know how to execute in terms of going about it.
Facts, and just to piggyback on
Which is why I say to someone who needs to be making mixes. But hey,
Shots fired.
Head, wink, wink.
I think it's very much my turn. Because remember, you've been working on, I understand quality over quantity, but you still have not brought up your mix. Your whole, but
Boom, boom, boom.
with everything being
Shots fired.
Yo, don't go back. Don't go back. Don't go ball for ball. We can do this ball for ball. We can go ball.
I know for 5 years.
Yeah,
We can go ball for ball. I want to tell you the DJ. I'm going to get like.
Yeah, I don't mind. This is the free speech. Like, hey, I get it in. I'm also here for the kicks and giggles. Don't get it twisted.
Facts though too. And before you get in there, I mean, I just want to piggyback off what he said. Definitely like when it comes down to experimenting, I mean, experiment brings experience, especially like us entrepreneurs. Like you got, there'll be so much going on sometimes. You don't really want to overwhelm yourself, but you got to go for the gusto. So
That's what I'm saying.
you're gonna get out what you gonna get out. I mean, you're gonna get in what you give out. So I mean, we what you sow energies. That's all I'm saying. I mean, that part.
All right, so I think he was trying to say you reap what you sow. So
did I misphrase?
No. We did. They didn't hear you clearly, but that was a jewel. So you know what I mean. In life, you reap what you sow. So you know what I'm saying. You got to be careful of the seeds you plant. And a lot of the times when everyone's starting this music business, you don't realize you're planting a seed. And once you plant the seed, you know, it's just like at any garden. Once you plant the seed now, you got to keep watering it. You got to make sure it gets sunlight. So you got to take care of this thing. And then after you start taking care of it and it begins to grow, then you can harvest. Harvest is the fruits of your labor that you get at the end. Life is really based on what nature has already taught us. Unfortunately, we've gotten so far drawn from what the Most High has taught us that everyone's stuck on real world entities where the lessons is right in front of your face. Like, I watch gardening, I learn plant life and, how to take care of certain things. And I see the phases of life based on that alone. That's why I know life is based on evolution. We are here to evolve, which means you want to be better today than you were yesterday, every day. So every day you should work to improve something in yourself just a little bit. And consistency is key. You know what I'm saying? If you watch a plant grows and grows as you continue to feed and nourish it. And then when you stop feeding and nourishing it, that's the only time it can die. If your plant is growing and it's being nourished, when you have a harvest, you'll have a good harvest. And after that harvest, guess what? Give it some more nourishment and it will bear more fruit. So it will continue to bear fruit as long as it's being nourished. So you really got to nourish your careers. You got to really put something into it if you want to get something out. And that's just like one of my jewels for the day. I'm dropping
That part.
Liquor shot.
I respect that. I felt that. Like, I relate so much. Like, yeah, that was so touching, brother.
Nah, that's all I'm gonna get from you. Like, I'm not a pastor like Brother David, but I do speak through the Most High, and I feel like He speaks through me. And I follow a lot of things that I learned. Like, I was a street dude for a long time, and I got rebaptized in 2017 or 18, and it changed my life. And this time it wasn't in a church where we were in the building and they just sprinkle a little water on your head. No, I wanted that real stuff. So, I went to the beach water. I was dunked in God's ocean. You know what I'm saying? And I know Jesus forgave me for my sins. So from there, I lived my life a little different. So now that's where I'm at. And that's just a word for the day because, I want y'all to understand that this is coming from both places, not just from here.
That part. That part.
You know what I
Body
mean?
and soul and
You got anything to add to that, Brother David? Brother David, like you want to
Yeah,
go ahead, Brother
I
David.
want to make sure the brother Ice is finished.
I'm gonna close it off real quick for you.
Good. Yeah.
I would definitely like got the me from experiencing, just definitely got the brightest moments of clarity through the darkest times of triumph when people just like I was saying, aware your surroundings, because when you up and coming and you look like the next one coming up and all that, of course people gonna actually attract to that. Know what I mean, and you gotta be cautious, know what I mean, because all attention ain't good tension, know what I mean, and they might have some devious, devilish intentions, might I mention, and we gonna bring that to the good spirits again, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Right? Blessings.
Wow, this is really like the topic, like promoting yourself. And I was just talking to Brother H earlier, direction. So the direction I believe you look for is the identity and how we gonna actually birth this gift out of us. You know what I mean? So I don't believe that is people, they're looking for things out there. They're looking to be entertained by many things out there. I don't think that that any one of us, especially myself, I'm not trying to go out there to entertain anyone. I'm not trying to do that. I'm not trying to get it paid for entertaining. That's not the route I'm taking. But I do know that the gift that I do have, like all of you brothers that have in this room, we look to promote ourselves in different ways so that we can get paid. And that doesn't necessarily mean that it's not what God called us to do. It doesn't mean that the path, as you said, Ice, you know what I mean? You're going down this path, but you're going by this path any way possible to get down the path. And you like, man, listen, I'm going here. If they like this here, then I'm gonna stick to here. If they like me here, but you haven't asked yourself, what did God, Brother Wavy, tell you to do so that you can stick to His path and direction that He called you to?
That part.
You see? Now, we know when you're among wolves. I'm pretty much know every brother in here know when you're among wolves. Y'all know what time it is. You know what I mean? And nobody do not want to put themselves in that situation. You know what I mean? Because of a desire that we have in our heart to be famous or to be someone. You know what I mean? You can promote yourself just by explaining the H again, brother H again, developing your gift. So your process of your gift, you know what I mean? Looking to use it in a way that you can win souls for Christ if that's what you choose to do. You understand? I'm speaking again for myself, not an opinion too. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just letting y'all know. I don't know what I'm doing in this joint. I told my brother H. I told my brother H. All of y'all brothers in here got a lot of experience, man. And I don't know what I'm doing. But my faith is in God. That's right. And my trust is in Christ in my walk, in my direction that I have, because He has called me specifically. So I have a purpose. So when He told me, yo, Dave, I want you to do this. I want you to sing to my people. I'm not a rapper. I don't know what they're rapping about. I do know that the history of hip hop and rapping is separated from the spirit of God with song, praise, and worship. Separated. So you can't blend that together. Because the Holy Spirit, that's right, they try. Even right now, you can't blend that together. So that's totally separate. So God, song and His praise and worship, music will be anointed. You know what I mean? So that you will win souls. Not only that, what's important is so that you can benefit from it. So that edification of the body in Christ, that we all growing up separately, you know what I mean? From what God has called us to do, but also together as one with what the Spirit of God has directed for our purpose. So like, the question they said, I believe that the promoting for me is just continuing. It's like I'm not I'm not trying to let my face be known. So you're not going to see me on. I'm not going to be posting. I'm not going to be doing those things, but I am still going to be consistent at what God has called me to do. I am still going to be writing. I am still going to be singing, vocalizing, whatever you call it. But as I keep going, I am learning because Brother H is teaching, and I'm learning from you young men as well. So I just share that with you.
Each one teach one. Each one teach one.
So
That part.
we're gonna go all that. Just want to ask.
Yes, brother.
I feel like Nino, you definitely know. But have I ever, Miss H, have I ever told you like CBG stands for?
Nope.
Crowned by God.
Woo!
So well, it wasn't always that. Like CBG is standing for like a bunch of different stuff throughout time. At one point, it was Club Boy Gang, Certified Bag Getter, all types of other shit. Da 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 da. And I don't know. I will say at one point in time, I was going through a lot of stuff in my life when we were sitting down, rebranding the name and stuff like that. My friend had put it in the air. He was like, yo, how you feel about Crown by God? Well, no, it was something by God first. I don't remember what the actual was, but I was like, Crown by God, I kind of like that because Lord knows all I want to do is be a king. But if I can't be a king under Him, I don't want to be king at all. You feel me?
Right.
That was kind of like the teachings that I was taught growing up. Like, yeah, you could be a lot. You can do whatever you want in this world.
You are king, brother.
We're all kings in here.
Yeah, we
But
are.
at the end of the day, we're not kings unless it's through Him. You
Right.
feel me? That's how I always saw it. That's how I was taught all this system theory. So then, like, after hearing that, I'm like, Sat down, I started reflecting on music. I started reflecting on, like, my career choices, like, the things that I've done with my life. Because I'm like, yo, bro, I've been doing this since I was 16. Like, I had my very first show at around, like, 17, 18. I made my first, like, band off of music when I was no more than, like, 20. And I'm like, bro, I look at some of the stuff that I did nowadays, and it's like, I don't want to sit there and say I'm going backwards, but it's like once I got closer with a relationship to God, I felt like I had to like kind of restructure things. I felt like who I wanted to be and who I was going to be were two different people. I didn't like where I was going with shit, so I had to like really restructure things. I had to restructure me, everyone around me, and like in terms of like how we're all going to be maneuvering going forward. Because one thing me and my group we always said to each other, like, bro, there's no man one brother group. It's all for one and one for all at the end of the day.
Amen. Amen.
Big bless for that.
You feel me?
I
Like,
totally relate.
everybody got to eat on each side.
Yeah, liquor shot for that.
But at the same time, it's like we can't preach that type of mentality when we sitting here talking about the shit that we talking about. Like at the end of the day, like we sitting here saying it's all for one for all, but at the same time, it's the mentality of like, yo, if I make it, I'm taking. You feel me?
When lyric become life.
You feel me?
All right, that's. I got to lick a shot for that too.
That part.
Word. Oh, big things are going,
You
gang.
know, and it's crazy you said that too, right? Because I remember I had did it was a Spike Lee movie. It's a series on Netflix. It's called She's Gotta Have It. Now in the experience of
Wait. Hold the phone, cause you can't just drop. You was in She's Gotta Have It.
yeah.
Yeah, what part you played?
It was a few. I had the extra roles. But
Oh, you
I
was an
had the
extra.
script.
Okay.
Wait, I had the script. This is that's how I wanted to get to the story. I'm gonna get to it. Like it was I. Now, first, because I got paid already for doing the extra work, they sends me the script. Guess what the script was?
What?
To be Ice.
So to play yourself.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to see the problem here.
So,
I think that's kind of cool.
it's like, and although the role is called Black Male Dog, as I read all the script, it was a big script, so my people around me, they wasn't really like understanding, like I ain't really have time because I'm really going in. I zone in, and when it's time, it's time. So I go heavy, like when it's time. So when I'm studying the script and everything, and I already had songs that go to this, and I was just in the script, it got words, the same stuff that's in my songs.
Okay.
That's how like manifested it was. It was like, yo, this is so meant to be. And even when I got there to the set and everything, like they embraced my energy and boomeranged it back. Like I'm like, I got music for here too. They like, well, we got the soundtrack director you could submit, and so I was just keeping it business orientated in a whole way. You know what I mean? I'm gonna be totally honest with you. Once I had got it was weird, like, cause in a setting, I was talking to a female. She like, oh, hold on, wait. They doing the pickings right now. I need you to get out the way. No, but keep talking. I was like, oh, I apologize. I ain't even worried. Like sometimes you just know when you know. Like I bet you I get picked. I ain't even gonna look back at them. Look. She's like, how you do that? I start laughing because I already took in from what they look for. So to put it in proper perspective, like even being around G Dep when he said, like he ain't write the hook. I'm like, what? I questioned him, like, yo, hold on, your bars is crazy. We've been in here barring every day. You fill up notepads of rhymes every day. This is different. You know what I mean? And he'll keep telling me, yo, Ice, I'm gonna see you in the game. I'm gonna see you in the game. I'm like, look what you bet me. We in the chains. We ain't break the cycle yet. You understand what I'm saying? And until then, I mean, but we still got the link while after, but not to digress though. So, but I took in from because I had crushed him about, yo, your lyrics is crazy. What the fuck is this? That was already like fish and spaghetti. He was like, yo, that's the only part that I didn't write in the first. I was like, okay, I get it then.
All right,
So he just threw that in.
Not to cut you, bro, but I was asking you about the part in the movie. Like you went left for a minute. And I was like, what?
I ain't gonna hold you. I was saying that to say this.
That movie came out before G Dep.
Right. But I was saying that to say, like from with the A&R had told me the angle that they was gonna go from the Def Jam, what the people looking for, and that's the entertainment. So I put that in the Spike Lee situation.
Okay.
That's why I put it out there. You know what I mean?
I had to get it back in retrospect for listeners out there that might be listening and be like, ¿Qué pasa, mi amigo? I mean, don't understand. So I wanna bring you back so that way you won't be misconstrued. This is a place where I don't want anyone to get misconstrued, and I want to stand straight. All right.
That's
yeah, yo, y'all got
So mind you, like,
shoot, my mic dropping.
so now the girl like, damn, Then past that, once we get on the bus, I introduce myself like, ladies and gentlemen, I'm handsome, Ice handsome, and I got such and such going, and this coming out soon, and y'all can stay tuned and take down my Instagram. And I was just keeping it that network savvy and that business orientated mental in that space. Know what I mean? Like, I ain't gonna hold you.
I kept you just put in my head, and I don't look you on a backtrack. So what we was fake talking about earlier in terms of like trials and tribulations and shit.
That's what.
But one thing that I genuinely feel like is a trial and tribulation, and I can't even say this is a thing for all of us. I really feel like this is just a thing for me. Is network. I'm not gonna lie. It's that like the idea of network. Because at the end of the day, you don't get taught how to network. You either just know or you don't know. You know, like
So do you think that's something that should be taught?
But even then, how do you teach that? Like, I don't.
I think I don't.
Strategic perspective.
Feel me? Nah, for a fact. But even then, it's like the expression. You can bring a camel to the water, but you can't make it drink. Feel me?
That's a fact.
Like at the end of the day, you could teach a person all these methods. At the end of the day, they still gotta go outside and do that for themselves.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
And I feel like sometimes, like I feel like me personally, like I've had those experiences where like people have told me like, yo, bro, like gave me the whole blueprint. Like, my nigga, if you do this, walk up to that person, have them talk about this, and then walk away, I promise you, you'll get something out of this conversation. And they dead might be right. But I'll still sit there and be like, yo, bro, I start overthinking everything else that he didn't talk to me about. Because it's just like, that's who I am as a person. And I feel like networking sometimes is a hard thing to do because of the simple fact that it's like, you know, you can only really control yourself. I can't control what the next person
Right,
do.
and knowing that that's what you go off of as well. See, let me, I got you the full ring. See, and that's exactly what we go off of. Now, I mean, being that we don't know, that experiment brings the experience. So, now, I mean, when we address something, they can say yes or no, but we're gonna still keep it consistent because we ain't gonna let that make or break us. So once we got that in our energy and our spirits and that uplifting, like, you're gonna be unstoppable. That part, and like with that energy right there, I mean, just no matter what, because you don't know what's gonna work for the next person and what's not. So just give it what you got, and they can say yes or no at the end of the day.
Nah, yeah.
Facts.
Okay. All right. So with that being said, I think that's something we can address on the next episode. Like we could get into networking and what's good networking techniques. I could probably bring in people who are great strategy and know how to network, marketers,
No,
PR
please do.
agents.
Please do.
I'll hit up some PR agents, see if I could get the next episode for us to have a PR agent in here. So that way, even if I have to get them via phone conversation, like that's one of the reasons I like using what we're using here is technology to get these messages out. Is we can actually call people and people can be guests on this show via phone. You don't have to be at the location. You don't have to be here. You can dial in and be a part of this. So, I mean, with that being said, it's almost that time. So I got to wrap this up. This is not going to be a long show every week. We're going to be here for you to maybe, I say 40, 50 minutes tops. Some days 30, depends on what it is. But it will always be on a Wednesday and it'll always be between the hours of 1:30 and 3 o'clock. Well, 3 o'clock will be ending, but the hours of 1:30, and we'll usually be finishing up at 3 if you guys are interested. I think it was some great points put today. You guys are amazing. And before we get out of here, though, if you just flash that camera over to Mr. Suave.
DJ
Huh? Yeah, Mr. Suave. So before we leave, I want Mr. Suave to give like a little quick mix because we're gonna have him playing here and things of that nature. So, I like to thank everybody who was a guest today, everyone we talked to.
Before he does his mix, I would just like you to do one thing before you start.
All right, go ahead.
Maybe not.
Go ahead.
Just record your mix.
Got it.
Record
All right.
the mix. Don't tell me all right. And then when I ask you, where's the mix?
All right.
And then
I'm
record.
Press record right now.
Yo, and one more thing too. The Trials and Tribulations, I do got a song called Trials and Tribulations, and that's gonna be about to get to y'all coming soon. So y'all, as y'all see the Instagram and everything, y'all can stay tuned. Got some heat coming soon.
All right. I know. Wavy got a fire single coming soon too. So
If he actually
that.
puts it out.
Oh no, I'm gonna put it out before you make a mix, so I'll tell you that.
Alright.
I'll put it out before you make a mix, so I'll tell you that.
Watch the 27th. I'm gonna record my whole mix just for you.
I bet you gonna put it away.
watch
I'm
them.
gonna still put it out on SoundCloud.
We gonna see. We gonna see.
Oh nah, no problem.
Me
Man.
with your Manny G competitions, I like it.
Coming against.
All right, definitely. So we got we got the good, the bad, the ugly. We got a little everything in here. So you know what I'm saying? This is just something for y'all to all be aware of. So like I said, without further ado, thank you to everybody here. You know what I'm saying? You get a round of applause for y'all being in the building.
You're welcome.
All right. So DJ Suave, take it away.
I'm just gonna start this off with like sound slow.
Hey, hey.
Yeah, that was Liddy.
Thank God. Well, I want to go look at that joint on YouTube.
So Mr. H, how many episodes of this podcast is like fully out?
All of them was actually out. I had to make them private. I didn't realize they was out. So right now, the first one that I ever did with one of my artists, the Afro Beats artist, that interview is out, and this one will be number 2.
Okay.
And if you go to I.A.M.E.programming.com, you'll see it. If you go to I.A.M.E.programming on YouTube, you'll see it. So it's linked to everywhere.
Thank you, brother H again.
Oh, no doubt.
Holy Spirit lead, I'll be here the next time.
Right.
I feel the passion.
I'm coming to see you when, brother H, Friday, Thursday.
Friday.
All right, I'll be here.
Gospel Life.
That's right. I'm coming to see my brother Friday as well. Gotta work for that. Yeah. That's my brother. You already know. Brother, way Lord's gonna use you in a mighty way. You too, eyes. The Lord's gonna use y'all. So don't think when you gotta remember something. When H do these things, when H do these things, this is it's to give God the glory. But now y'all start to pay attention to yourself and to your gift that God has given you. See, that's the direction and the identity of the Lord that you have for Him. Because y'all learning a lot, but not just about the music, but what else that God is going to do so that you can get the glory. That's the thing. I like what you said. I like that the Lord allowed you to explain that, and you knew the difference. You knew that, listen, I can't be saying this. And doing this. I can't be doing this and saying this. And you, Ice, you just came out and you gave a big example, man. I'm like, yo, listen, the money thing, listen. I know what I have. I know what I'm capable of doing. But hold up, I ain't going that way. You already know, like, see, when God allow you to see that everybody individually has a story to tell to glorify God. See, that's what's important.
Yeah, that's
what's important.
That's funny. Like it's funny because I was gonna say that too. Like just because we more on the technology and like. You can still utilize the old school methods, strategical methods of the networking. Like the question you asked as far as going door to door with your material with the flyer. I claim that right on your door. But just like that man that's doing the sticking them papers in your, and it's annoying. Stick your joint on there. I mean, rather it be a flyer, rather it be whatever you promoting, rather it be with a get your music.
They ain't talking, but the mics is off. So we can hear it's him.
Wow.
Yeah, like I'm not gonna end the show and have y'all like this. When y'all watch TV shows and they go and with cut, you watch the news. Don't you notice they're running their mouth when you don't hear them no more? Because this is when y'all can have private conversations and not worry about the world hearing you.
Right. Yo,
okay, I got you.
The name of this was Trials and Tribulations, and I had a song called Trials and Tribulations.
What I'm saying is,
Fine.
Podcast? Oh, that's what you're doing the
Oh,
whole time?
No, we're gonna be doing podcasting. We're gonna be doing selfish. You young man, you're gonna get since you work through some. Yeah, now you work through some of your lunch, so I might actually let you leave a little early because you kind of work through your lunch break. Or I'll give you, or you'll just take a longer lunch. I go to lunch from 3 to 4, so you'll just join me. You know what I'm saying? So we'll pack up here and then we'll come back. I think the other two went to their lunch already,
No.
so they should be back about the next 10 minutes. It's really an hour. I give you guys. You're supposed to get half, but I give you all an hour. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
All right.
One thing
No, you good. You good.
I ain't want to take up too much.
So yeah, just let me know so because you could figure shit out here.
It did.
You here Saturday?
I'm like,
This Saturday, I don't know. They didn't put me on schedule for this Saturday.
But I'm thinking about staying from 9 to 12. So
that was my point, but I just
But I understood what you were saying. I understood what you was trying to express in your gift that you were saying. So if God has given you that, you bro, as a saint,
You're blocking the camera. You're blocking. You still playing? Yeah, y'all go that way. Go that way. Talk. Go ahead.
You said everything was off.
Yeah, no, I said the mics was off. They can't hear y'all, but they can see it here.
Where are you at?
I apologize.
I was just trying to look at that line right there.
you sure when you leave, when we all about to leave.
I got to show when we about to leave. Word. Y'all show up at the end of the show? Y'all crazy.
So two on the register and downstairs.
Oh, you was getting registered? All right, welcome to the family. Welcome to the family. Yeah, be careful because we still live. Yeah, we still live. Yeah. Yo, somebody's gonna be watching this like, yo, they knocked the whole camera down. Like, yo, what kind of show is this? Yeah, you going lunch break now. What up, sis? What up, sis? Nice to meet you. I'm Mr. A. There we go. Look. While it's going on, bro, look, just to show you. Look, we're still live. Look, we're still live. Look, you hear me? We're still live.
All right, so let me tell them the last part of the wave, man. Hold on. Yeah,
Talking about your brother shit.
My phone. Split to the middle.
Now, can you put the speaker back on? Or is it gonna fuck up the headset?
Hold on. Nah, because I'm about to close out.
Okay.
After the song.
Yo.
The sweetness I get calling me,
Hey,
only
hey.
calling me. Me.
Yeah. Yo.
Only calling me. I see you Friday. God bless.
Yeah, we gotta be on Friday.
Sugar rush.
Yeah, I got to be here Friday too. Yeah. All right, blessings, brother. Yes.
Don't need a steel pen in here. Around. Like, I started geeking in here, like. I want my son to from his keep out of the go. I'm telling you, okay? Oh my God, I can't stand that about your phone.
Oh, man, that's not right.
No, because your phone is constantly on talk.
Right.
So every time I say something, it starts typing.
I'm trying to show you.
So it's like I can't get to anything. Look. I'm gonna have to link you out there. I can't do that in here.
What?
I gotta do that out there. Because every time I type it in, it starts typing my words. I'm like, Bro, I didn't tell you that. Okay? Ben.
Hottie!
Oh.
In.
Oh God.
We can never run this back. Nigga, TikTok out there. These girls tell me she feeling it. How you feeling? These girls tell me she feeling it. These girls tell me she feeling it. How you feeling? How you feeling? How you feeling? Me know you want tea.
Every time she clicking in the morning, you call me. I say you call me. I say you call me. I say in, out, in, out. Oh God. In, out, in.
Well, like, he's going crazy. He's going crazy. Take the headphones off. Take the headphones off. He's going dumb. I'm out here.
Yeah.
Close up. Close him up.
Yo.
We get out of it now. Take the headphones off.